Anime Girl tutorial. This time around we're going to be looking at the side profile of our athletic character. And we are still trying to just keep that sort of slim, sleek silhouette. We don't want her to be too thick here. So first I'm just going to draw in a circle with my little line for my jaw. Oops. Put in my nose. And our head doesn't have to be super detailed. This is more a tutorial on the body. So I'm just going to elongate the head and the back slightly. So the skull is a little bit longer from the side than it is up in the front. So we're going to do that. Next, I'm just drawing in some basic guide reference points for my spine. And this is subject to change the entire time we are working on it, so it doesn't have to be perfect. But just following the overall shapes to give her a lot of curves. Then we want our neckline like so. Then we can determine the overall thickness of her neck by using the neckline in the back. And then this little bulge for the collarbone, followed by a relatively flattened looking shape like this for the ribs. Then we can drop in our hip lines about one head height beneath. And like always, because she's curvy, she's curving back like this, her hips are going to be just behind her rib line like this. And I'm keeping these kind of nice and sharp because she's got low body fat percentage. Now I'm just kind of making a little bucket shape, kind of like this. It's just to help fill space so I know kind of where all the meat and stuff is going to sit. Then what I like to do, since she's pretty skinny, I'm just going to make a straight-ish line like this. It's like slightly curved like that. Then from there, I can add the bumps around the belly button. And for her, she's pretty slim, so she's not going to have a super exaggerated belly bump, but it will still be there slightly. It'll show up a lot better in the actual line art portion, but just try to make a shape that you like and go from there. Next, we'll follow the ribs down a little bit, like so. I'm going to drop in my legs, keeping this kind of straight here. I like to plot out the height of my feet next. That way then I can get pretty accurate understanding of how long my legs need to be. And put your kneecap oval in front of the leg line here, since your kneecap sits out in front of your leg bones. And I'm going to give her some basic V shape here. Then I'm going to follow this line down, remembering to keep it kind of at the thickest up in the top, but then really bring it in or around your knee. And we'll have a little knee bump, followed by relatively strong calves and a slightly concave line for the shin. Next, we can put in our glutes, but she does not have super large glutes, but they are perky because she's running a lot. So we're going to give her kind of perky small glutes. Really curl in at the very bottom and then keep it relatively flat up at the top. Then we'll really hinge here in the middle so it exaggerates that she's got a very slim waistline. Next, I will just drop in some arms, like so. And I'm angling them out like this just so they're out of the way of all of our curves. make sure your inside edge is even with the elbow. And the hand roughly the same height as the shoulder. And then we're just gonna put our chest line right there. Now she's got relatively small chest, so we're not gonna poke these out too much. They'll be slightly bigger than the last time we've drawn a small chest, so we'll just poke them in like that. I'm not really keeping them pointy like we did in our other really small chest, but we're just giving them a little poke, keeping them nice and round like that. And now, just to kind of rebalance my character here, just gonna lean her forward slightly. So it looks like she's putting a lot of weight back on her heels, which isn't what I want. Just because my foot got uneven here. There we go. Better. Alright, so now we can just go ahead and do the line art. So I'm just gonna trace over these basic shapes we made and plot in the character. And you can go in whatever order of operation is most natural feeling to you. Doesn't really matter. I want her shoulder to be that thick here. There we go. Then I will put in my chest, my ribs, followed by my hips and quads. Kind of erase this line down so I can get the poke for the knees. Hamstrings. Followed by my calf. Shin. Heel into our basic foot shape. And this is just getting the balance and weight of our characters. This isn't like a hand or head or foot tutorial. Next, I will in my stomach, keeping things nice and tight on our thin character. Same with our glutes, keeping them, I want them to be a little bit more perky than that. Something like that. And we can just connect these two, like so. I'll kind of make this merge with this line a little bit more pleasantly. And I can add in my stomach lines here. A little bit of a rib poking through. And I can just do that. And there we go. So that finishes up our athletic anime girl tutorial. Hopefully you found this helpful for making some of your running characters and things like that. You could always make the butt a little less voluminous than this. I still wanted to keep that she's got strong glutes, strong legs, but with still keeping that sort of athletic, sleek figure. So hopefully you found this helpful, and I will see you in the next one.